Nothing to analyze from this game. They are a team that sits back as deep as possible. Their way of scoring goals is by a set piece against the big teams that they did today. What is our weakness? Set pieces. A lot of people are saying that why didn't Solskjaer make substitutes? They were criticizing Solskjaer. Who would he bring on? He was playing with his best 11. He was trusting the 11 to deliver, to score at least 3-4 goals. That was the plan. Who will he call upon? Manchester United lost the finals of the Europa League. They were the favourites. But if we go to penalties, it's anybody's game, and that's exactly what happened. Obviously, we dominated the game. We had the more number of passes. We were the better team. But I've been consistently saying the same thing. This one player, Victor Lindelof. They just had one shot and they scored with that. And whose fault was it? That same aerial ball coming in, Lindelof nowhere to be seen. A striker or whoever that was, I can't remember his name also. He just pushes his way through, gets a touch and scores a goal. Again, second half we could have scored, we could have finished them off with that Rashford miss. Rashford misses these goals. He has been continuously missing these goals, and today is probably he's had the worst game in a Manchester United shirt. No silverware this year also. We came very close. Bruno was crying. I think this loss will add up more fuel to the fire amongst the fans. The fan forum where Joel Glazer will be present, he will be getting a lot of stick. Hopefully they request or they fight or they argue with Joe Glazer to give Ole Gunnar Solskjaer more money so that he doesn't just buy 2 or 3 players, he can buy 5 or 6 that's really required. There is something called the champions luck. United don't have the champions luck. I feel for the last few years under Jose Mourinho, even though the play was not good, that luck was there. Jose Mourinho's luck was there. He got in winners like Ibrahimovic. He had experienced players who had won titles here like Ashley Young, Valencia. So you can rely on these players to step up for these big games. Over here, we expect Lindelof to give the opponent one chance, and with that one chance, even in my previous videos, if you see, I speak about this one chance that Lindelof gives to every striker, every team. You have to get in players with physical and mental attributes. You can't come to a final and give and expect that somebody else will do your job for you. I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer got a lot of things wrong today. Honestly, he played his best side today. Given that Lindelof plays, we always have to go in the match knowing that it's a -1. And it was like they didn't have any other shots in the game. Even in the penalties, they won the toss. They chose their side. The second one, who's going to take the penalty, they won that also. You see this Pau Torres we are linked to. I don't know how he will suffice in a team where we are going all attack and he has to be the one guarding the goalkeeper or the goal. Because over here, Pau Torres looks like a gem. The whole team is in front of him defending. So by the time the ball comes to him, there are other players who are squeezing the players out, and he's just getting the ball to clear it. If you don't take our chances, what else do you expect? This wasn't De Gea's fault that he missed the penalty. I know some people will be saying that De Gea should have done better, but this wasn't De Gea's fault. Apart from just few players like Lindelof, Rashford, I have to criticize Bruno a little because he absolutely had nothing. He absolutely had nothing to offer in this game. That one simple tactic that every manager has to tell their players: put some pressure on Victor Lindelof. And how many times will I repeat myself? Put some pressure on Victor Lindelof. He's bad in the air. He's not good. He's not good physically. He cannot judge the ball when it comes over his head. And that's exactly what happened today. That's exactly how they scored. Was that a goal? Did they have any other? Did they have any other impact? Yeah, they had two or three. They had two or three moments where they looked scary. Where it was one of those moments where inside the box where there are a lot of players and a slight deflection can go inside. But that was like once. I can't remember too many of them. That miss by Rashford will stay with him. It will stay with him for a very long time. And you know what? I don't even blame Rashford. Rashford has been injured for a very, very long time. He has been giving it his all. Today, even if he misses, today even if he has the worst game of his entire life, it's only because he's been overplayed. He's been overplayed. He's been constantly played, even him and Aaron Wan-Bissaka. When we were in for Sancho, imagine if we had Sancho today. Then they would have shared the burden, They would have shared the burden. They would have had that partnership. They would have scored at least a second goal, because obviously I'm not saying that Greenwood cannot create chances, but Sancho's a different player. I don't know where to go from here, because all the confidence that was gained by Manchester United, it's kind of gone now. Next season will start again after 2 months. They will be refreshed and all. They will come, but once they again start playing, they will remember this final. They'll remember this loss. How far United from coming back to their heydays, I have no idea. Honestly, I have no idea. Will the defense, if not defense, the luck was not there today. You need some amount of luck to go your way. We had no luck today. No absolute luck today, not from the referees, not from situations, from nothing. And it just seemed from the beginning that the way our luck was going, I could just feel it that it didn't feel right. It didn't feel like it didn't feel like the night 4 years back when we defeated Ajax, where things were going our way, where little things were going our way. Like the throw-ins were going their way, the small tackles were going their way. Everything that happened in the match kind of drifted towards them, and I'm not saying that they cheated or anything, but it is just that it's like we dominated the game, we had a lot of passes and all, but if it's not your night, if you're not meant to win it, you're not meant to win it. I think this is the harsh truth. I can't summarize it any more. Honestly, there's nothing to analyze from this game. They are a team that sits back as deep as possible. Their way of scoring goals is by a set piece against the big teams that they did today. What is our weakness? Set pieces. Am I surprised? No. It was a foul. The ball came in from a long way. Victor Lindelof gave ample of space to them, kept them onside. What else? What else? Like if you're giving a team so much of invitation to come and score a goal, they will do no. In a final, that too. In a final, obviously, I was frustrated in the other games. This game, I'm not frustrated. This game, I knew exactly what would happen. I knew Victor Lindelof would give that one chance, because he gives it to all the teams, no matter whether it's a good team or a bad team. Even if today Mohun Bagan goes or East Bengal goes, we will score against Manchester United if Lindelof plays. Any Indian team will go there. You just that one incident you have to, just that one thing you have to do. Put some pressure on Victor Lindelof. Make sure you are a strong striker and give a good ball inside. Just deliver one good ball inside. A lot of people are saying that why didn't Solskjaer make substitutes? They were criticizing Solskjaer. Who would he bring on? He was playing with his best 11. He was trusting the 11 to deliver, to score at least 3-4 goals. That was the plan. Who will he call upon? He called upon Daniel James, Juan Mata, Alex Telles. That too for the penalties. And yeah, Fred. Who else? Who's the match winner there? Fred almost gave away a penalty also. You see, under Mourinho, we didn't have a good run with Mourinho. We finished sixth that year, but I think we won the EFL Cup. the title shield against Leicester, and we won the Europa League. That was not a good season of free flowing football. Next season he was backed, we came second, and we didn't win anything. That was the last season we won anything, in fact. So whenever these semi-final situations come, even if Manchester United wins, it will be because of the brilliance of the great players. But today the great players went missing, and the players that often give away the match, they did what they did. Like Lindelof, he gave away the match. He gave away the first goal. We had to regroup from the beginning. This season, Victor Lindelof is only getting away because the attack is being so good. And I think in my last video I told you that there will come a time where our attacks will fail and we have to depend on our defense. Today was that day, sadly. Today was that day, sadly. And we bottled it. We knew Victor Lindelof. We knew Lindelof would give a goal away, but we didn't have any choice. Also, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer on substitutes. Who else would he bring on? If your main players are not having a good day, you can't expect James to come on and suddenly score you 2 goals. Can't do that. We United lack character. We have a few game changers. We have a few leaders like Cavani and Bruno Fernandes and Harry Maguire. Now we need players with character. Now we need those. We need players like Ferdinand. We need players like Paul Scholes. We need players like Patrice Evra. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. This is Ayush. Please do like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.